Hi, my name is Andreas Strehler. I'm independent watchmaker since 1995. My first piece, which I presented in Basel in 1998, was a desk calendar, a sympathetic desk calendar which I called simply Perpetual calendar. This is built out of several pieces. First of all, it's the box. Inside the box, you can see the calendar itself. I just take it out. And the other two pieces in the box is a pocket watch and the setting device. The pocket watch is built out of damascene steel, forged steel which is resistant to wear daily. The pocket watch has its place in the calendar. Like this, we have a complete desk set with hours, minutes, seconds, months and date and year, and the day of the week. Normally, when you leave it like this, the date will change at midnight. But what happens when you take the watch away? The calendar stops. When you come back after a few days, the calendar will be set. So let's wait 3 days and I show you how it works. So back after 3 days, you come, you put in the watch to the calendar. The watch holds like a key. It's locked and immediately the watch transmits the 3 days which passed automatically to the calendar. The watch can store up to 21 days. So you can be away from your office for 3 weeks, you come back and the calendar will be set automatically, and like it's a perpetual calendar, it will be always on exact date. The watch has to be wound manually once a day. The calendar itself has to be wound twice a year, because he needs only the power for the transmission, no power for timekeeping. The whole system has only one push button. This push button jumps up automatically when the power is down. And by pumping down until it stays down, then it's wound. So no key needed. For setting the calendar, we have the setting device. Like there's no push button or corrector to set the date on the calendar, and you even can't set the date by the pocket watch, because the pocket watch doesn't show the date. You put in the setting device and now you can adjust the date manually. How does it work? In the calendar, you can see kind of balls, like ball bearing balls. These pushing pieces together with the shape of the watch and the secret system which is not visible and even cannot manipulate it manually, even by pushing something, transmits, by the way, by simple digital way, but all mechanically. So each passage at midnight, the counter in the watch counts +1. So after a few days, let's say 3 days, the counter is on 3. You put in the watch. At this moment, the calendar asks the watch, can I change a date? The watch says yes. So the calendar changes the date, and at the same time, the counter in the watch will be set back -1. Finally, it does it 3 times until the watch says, no, don't change the date, and the calendar is set. Most functions are security functions for the customer, so we have to prevent that the date will be offset by bad manipulation. So even while setting the time by the crown several times past midnight, nothing will change. If the customer puts the watch not upside down in it, it will not be locked. This lever here is to arm the system again. Only when the watch is at the right position, and only if it's this watch, it will be locked, and you can even lift the whole calendar with the pocket watch. So more systems in this calendar are for security than simply for the transmission of the perpetual date. This object was only being built until now once. How did this happen? When I started my business in 1998, I was still unknown. Even I worked before for several companies, especially for Renault Papy, and within Renault Papy I worked for other companies. I did a lot of creations and prototypes, but nobody did know me. I came to Basel World. I was even looking younger than what I was, and people said, oh, it's your apprentice work. And nobody believed that it is a so complex piece. Since then now, only one sympathetic clock has been rebuilt. Before, it was 200 years, only Breguet sympathetic clocks, which has been recopied, has been built. But a creation of a new sympathetic system never has been built before, and nobody believed that there's a young watchmaker with 27 years old could build it. In the meanwhile, I created a lot of new watches, new systems, and people almost has forgotten that I've built this desk calendar. It was laying in a vault, and now it's back to show. Everything was built just for this piece. Even the locks, the box, everything. Thank you.